Welcome to Real Fishing UK, guys. Right, occasionally we're going to show you some of the rigs we use. It's not a how you do it video or whatnot, it's just us showing you what we use and have confidence on. So today we're just going to go for a quick fluorocarbon rig. It's not difficult to tie or anything like that, and it's quite effective really. Anyway, these are the bits we use. Again, it's down to what you're using and what you're confident on. You can change the hooks in this. You could change the fluorocarbon link to a different one you want. Even the shrink tubing. So don't, it's not the be all and end all, but this is just what we use and, what we have confidence in. So again, we're just sharing this for people out there. Some people are still going out and buying ready tied rigs and whatnot. And this is for the beginner, to rig making who wants, a starting off point or something to help them along the way. So here we go. Length of fluorocarbon that I've cut off, 12 inches long. There you go. And right, what I'm going to do now is a loop knot. So double it over at one end, loop it over through the hole of the loop, and then pull the loop through. So I've doubled it over, pull it down nice and gently, lick it up if you want to make it a little bit moist. And then I'm just going to tighten that off with a pulling tool. Make sure it's nice and firm and tight and holding. Yeah, and that's nice and good. Then I'll just cut the tag end off. So I've got my little section there. Now time to put some silicone on. Some shrink tubing, silicone. Just thread this on over the top. Put it down to the bottom, just where the hair is or whatnot. And later on, these are going to act as holding my hair on the back of the hook and the bait pointing nicely off the bend of the hook. So I'm just going to hook the hook through now. Both pieces, and just pull it over. Don't worry about positioning too much here. When you steam it and shrink the tubing, you can still move them. So just get them on the back of the hook, just down near the bend, and then we're just going to tie a simple knotless knot. Thread the hook link material through the back of the hook, pull up, and then I'm going to go round with a knotless knot here. So I'm just going to go round 5 to 6 times, around just below the eye, with a nice whipping going down the shank of the hook. And then once I've done that, I'm going to come back and go back through the back of the eye of the hook. Then I'm going to pull up. That should sit nicely, and there's my knotless knot. So I've got my tubing. Now I'm going to add another piece of shrink tubing, and I want that to be long enough just to cover the eye of the hook and the knot, and then the same sort of length off of that, off the top, to give myself a nice kick. I'm going to have a nice kick here, so I'm going to steam that up now. All the pieces will steam up along with that. So I've got a nice little bend in it, the desired bend I want or you want. Just hold it in that position. And then as you can see, my other bits of silicone tube in there as well, and they can move. So they're nice and firm on their move. And if you get a take, don't worry about it, not letting the hook set as soon as it goes in the fish's mouth. So that would 10. Top end here, we double over again. I'm going to tie a Panama knot. You could also use a grinner knot here. That's probably easier to tie. But we're going to go with a Panama here. Some of us use the Panama, some of us use a grinner here. Panama's a little bit more difficult, so you go over the loop again as you do with a knotless, with the other loop knot on the hair, and then you've got to try and thread the link through, the quick change link through, as you see here. So I've gone through now. Then I'm going to try and thread that quick link through here, and then it's about tightening it down. I'll moisten it up a little bit, so a little bit of saliva or water or whatever in my mouth, a little bit of saliva, and then I'm going to use my pulling tool again to just pull it nice and firm and everything down and make sure that's nice and tight and not going to give on any fish. So then I'll just trim that off once done, and there you have it. Simple fluorocarbon rig. Turns really quickly, nice and aggressive. That helps with the hook hold in the fish's mouth. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it's helped someone out there out, as that's what it's meant to. If we help one person out, well, hopefully it does, and hopefully it helps them get a fish on the bank. Anyway, our next video will be up in a few weeks. We're off to France on Friday, so hopefully we'll have some footage and some fish for you. And anyway, tight lines till then, guys. Thanks for watching our channel, and stay tuned for more videos.